Hi, good afternoon. I am Gigi Berg. I am an emotional wellness expert, career coach, and embodiment guide. And I help Black women making midlife career changes work through the challenging emotions and limiting beliefs that's keeping them stuck in work that they just don't love so that they can, well, get unstuck and make and sustain their desired career changes with more ease. Now, I had planned to go on Instagram Live with this video, but communication is wonky. For whatever reason, it isn't working, which, although frustrating, not surprising because Mercury is retrograding right now and will continue to do so until around the 18th of October. So things like this happen. So I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you. So I am just going to do a YouTube video instead. And, I'll re-examine if I'll go back out live on Instagram. But for now, I'm going to shoot this in a video. But I want to dive right in because I wanted to spend a couple of minutes talking about this topic. But the month of October is Emotional Wellness Month. And so, as an emotional wellness expert, emotions are my jam. And this is something that I'm really passionate about. And throughout the month of October, I want to take time to celebrate this by sharing tips and insights that can help you to optimize your emotional well-being. And when we talk about emotional wellness, this is part of a larger conversation of wellness, of which, of course, includes the physical component, the mental component, the spiritual component. And depending on who you talk to, some people would incorporate financial and other aspects of wellness. So, the reason I want to focus on the emotional part is because everything that we desire in our lives, the why behind what we do, is because of how we want to feel. So the more in touch we are with that, the more connected we are with our emotional selves, the better we'll be able to thrive in our work, which is what I am all about. I have never believed that work has to be drudgerous. Work is work and you have to put effort into it, but I have always believed that you should enjoy it, especially because you're going to spend a lot of your time there. It should be stuff that you enjoy, and it's not without its challenges. So that's why all this month, each week, or weekday rather, I am just going to spend a couple minutes talking about what I believe are the core aspects of emotional wellness. And for this week, it is all about self-doubt because for us ladies, this is the one thing over and over again that keeps us from doing the work that we love. So each week, each day, each day this week, I'm going to jump in here and I'm just going to talk about a different aspect of self-doubt because it isn't just one thing. There are various things that come up. So without further ado, and to honor the time commitment that I made to keep these videos short and sweet for you, I'm just going to jump on in and I'm going to talk about one of what I think is the most pervasive aspect of self-doubt, which is this feeling that we're not enough, that we're lacking something. And this, I don't know of a single woman who hasn't been plagued by this. But before I continue, I'd like to ask you something. When do you notice that you feel the most amount of uncertainty in your work? I'll ask that again. When do you notice that you feel the most amount of uncertainty in your work? And feel free to pop your response when you're watching this video. Feel free to put your comments below, or you can connect with me privately and share that. My email address is Gigi, Gigi, at gigiberg.com. But I really invite you to sit with that question because self-doubt is so salient, yet it's so pervasive that it can take us out without us even realizing it. And it's one of those things that has been ingrained in us, unfortunately, for a long time. It comes from our families, our friends, our educational institutions, any type of help that you're seeking, be that self-help or guided help, our social and cultural ideals. And I really want to make this point because it isn't malicious, not all of it. It's coming from a place of really wanting to help you be and do your best work. Unfortunately, the way it can be communicated to you, because your pain and your pleasures are being tapped into and used to help identify which solutions are going to best help you. But unfortunately, that can make you feel worse about yourself instead of better. It makes you feel like you're lacking something. And when you come from that place, it doesn't matter how great the solution is. If you are starting out, and in the case of careers, it doesn't matter what type of help you seek. Doesn't matter who you seek it from. If underneath all the strategies and all the different tools and techniques that various coaches and counselors like myself or other programs and initiatives that you have tried to help you out, if at the heart of all of that, you are struggling with some strong self-doubt, which essentially is these feelings of uncertainty rather, about ourselves, and thinking that we lack something, if you're coming from that place, then you're only going to get so far in your journey to do the work that you really love to make and sustain your desired changes. So it's really important to get at this and to understand how this is affecting you, how it's affecting you directly, how it's impacting you indirectly. And the more connected you are to this, the better you're able to address this. So I want to jump in and just offer you something really quickly that I think can help you with this. So the next time you have these strong feelings of self-doubt, uncertainty, you can even call it imposter syndrome, whatever language most resonates for you. The point is, I want you to be able to better understand when it's happening to you and to be able to counter it. So when this is happening to you, particularly as you are figuring out what you'd like to do next, or you're already in the process of doing it and you're running into roadblocks, ask yourself this: am I really lacking? Am I really lacking? And you can fill in the blank. It could be knowledge, it could be experience, it could be talent, but you fill in that blank. The next time you are trying to seek out help or support or whatever the situation is that you're trying to get help with to better your career, ask yourself that question and see what comes up for you. And notice how you're feeling, notice what you're thinking. And if it's still not clear to you what's happening, ask yourself again and continue to notice what you're thinking and feeling. And then say, is this true? Am I lacking in this? Is this true? Am I lacking in this? Is this true? Now, I also want to highlight that there is a difference between seeking out help and growing and learning from a place of lack or I'm not enough versus a place of I am enough and I'm still seeking out help. And that is okay. I'm not saying that the help is bad and that you shouldn't seek out help, be it from me or someone else. What I am encouraging you to do is to be more discerning about what's really driving that help. Are you seeking it out because you feel like you're lacking something, or are you seeking it out because you know that you're enough and you just need some additional help with that? That makes a real difference in how you handle this self-doubt, because it is something that we all deal with. It will come up, but you want to address this from a place of power and not from a disempowered place, because that's going to make all the difference in how you move forward with making and sustaining your desired career changes and maintaining your emotional well-being. Because if you do not have that, then that makes those career changes, makes what you're trying to do that much more difficult. So that's all for now. I will see if I can hop back into Instagram Live. If not, I'm just going to shoot some videos and post them to my YouTube channel. So feel free to check them out. But if you've got more questions about this, feel free to connect with me. You can go to www.gigiberg.com and pick a time to schedule your clarity call, and let's talk further about this and see what it is that you need exactly. So that is all for now. Thank you so much. Bye bye.